In this activity, we're going to continue working with a virtual disk in our virtual machines and Hyper-V Manager, and we're going to see exactly how Hyper-V manages virtual disks at the same time as the virtual machine manages the virtual disks. Let's jump on it. So here I have a Hyper-V Manager up and running with a server Hyper-V turned off. Server VM. Going to right-click Server VM, go to Settings, and underneath a SCSI controller, I'm going to go to my second hard drive, Server VM1, and then I'm going to click Edit. I can see here is the path to the hard disk. I'll click Next, and the option that I want to choose is Convert. I want to change the type of hard drive. Next, we'll keep this as VHDX, and I want to change this to a fixed size. Next, and then for the disk size name, I'm going to actually change it, server VM1-2 fixed. Next, and finish. And this will take just a few seconds in order to convert, and at this point, we are now updated. Now that our hard disk has been updated, I want to change which hard disk we are attached to with server VM1. So I'm going to click Browse, and I will see there's my server VM1 and server VM1 fixed. If I check the sizes, my original server VM1, which was dynamic, is fairly small. My new one is the full 5 gigs in size. So we'll say Open and OK. We're then going to go ahead and power this on and log into the machine. Server VM1 has started, and I've gone ahead and logged in as the administrator. If I go to my File Explorer, we will in fact see my E drive is still there, which we had previously attached and formatted. Believe I should have put some files in there, but I didn't. If I did, they would be in there still because we didn't change the disks. We simply copied it and changed the type. The next thing we want to do is here in Server Manager, I want to go to Tools, Computer Management, and look at Disk Manager. Disk Manager. And as expected, when we look at the E drive, we will see that it is 100% consumed and full. That is what we expected because we consumed the whole thing to this partition when we first created it. I'm going to keep this running, and I'm going to come back to Hyper-V Manager. With it still running, I'm going to right-click Server VM1 and Settings. I will then choose Hard Drive Server VM1-2 Fixed and click Edit and Next. And we will see that the only option available to us because this is powered on is Expand. I'll click Next, and I will change this. Instead of 5 gigabytes, I will move it up to 7. Next, and Finish. And OK. Now that that's done, I can now go back to my virtual machine, which has been running this whole time, and I'm going to click a blank spot here, and I should be able to refresh it. Maybe click off and then back into Disk Management, F5. There we go. Pressing F5 refreshed it, and I can see that 2 gigabytes of unallocated space is now available to my environment. Now that I have this unallocated space, I can go ahead and right-click on my test vol and choose Extend Volume. Next. And I will go ahead and take up all the extra space. Next. And Finish. So I was able to online add additional disk space to my virtual machine and then extend the volumes as necessary. Let's do it the other way around. I'm going to right-click Test Vol, and I'm going to choose Shrink Volume. In this case, I will shrink it by about 5 gigabytes. So I'll type 5,000 in there. I'll see the size after is about 2 gigabytes. And now we have the volume plus some unallocated locations. Now I can go back to my Hyper-V environment, right-click Server VM1 and Settings. Again, choose my hard drive that is a fixed size. I will choose Edit. Next. And now I have two options. I can either expand the hard disk even more, or I can shrink it to reclaim some of that disk space. I'll choose Next, and minimum size of 3, so I'll go ahead and type in 3, and then Next, and Finish, and OK. With that being said, lastly, I'll come back to my virtual machine and I will press F5 to refresh the disk sizes, and my unallocated space has shrunk considerably. Didn't take it all, but it's pretty darn close.